Two cases are called 26 CR 975 and 978, the state of Texas versus Dante Perkins. Is that you?
Yes, sir.
Present with your attorney, Mr. Lewis, and the state's prosecutor is here. You were charged in each of these cases with the similar type of offense, deadly conduct, discharging a firearm. In 975, it's alleged you committed that offense on or about July 5th of 2025 in Jefferson County by discharging a firearm at or in the direction of a habitation, a home, namely discharging during evening hours in the front yard of a neighborhood surrounded by several homes. And that's a third-degree felony if convicted, which carries with it up to 10 years in prison. But the hits did not stop. Then this is 26 CR 978 alleges that about 9 months later, March 15th of this year, in Jefferson County, Texas, you are charged with discharging a firearm at or in the direction of some individuals. That's another third-degree felony, which carries with it up to 10 years in prison. So you're looking at a total of up to 20 years in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
But what are his bonds now?
His bond in 0978 is set at 500,000, and on 0975 is set at 100,000.
All right. The court has a copy of a public safety report of the defendant. And I'm looking at our criminal history that is they're reflecting, showing an arrest date on 3/16/26 for deadly conduct, and it was filed as a misdemeanor class A. I just don't think that went anywhere. Because I'm looking at the indictment in 26 CR 978, which alleges on or about March 15th.
Yes, sir.
That is alleged he committed deadly conduct, and that's the indictment in 978, which I guess is what I guess the misdemeanor must not have been filed, and then the felony was later solved. Then there is nothing about the July 5th deadly conduct here in the July 5th of 25 in the public safety report, strangely enough. But then we do see an evading arrest and detention, a misdemeanor, where he was put on probation for 6 months, and that probation expired, which is shows in the public safety report. I don't see a prior felony conviction.
No, he doesn't have any prior felonies.
Oh, I think I understand. The first event in time, July 5th, 2025, from 26 CR 975. By the way, both of these indictments were handed up by the grand jury on May 20th of this year. So a couple months ago. And in this first indictment, on or about July 5th of 2025, the law enforcement receives information that the defendant and two others were firing weapons in and around neighborhood homes. Not only did they hear about that from other witnesses, but they have a video showing him doing it. On March 15th of 2026, the defendant is at Rogers Park, and multiple shots were fired in Rogers Park, which was life-threatening to homes and others. This defendant was among others who were discharging the firearms at that location. So the defendant is charged with deadly conduct, two third-degree felonies. Go ahead, Mr. Lewis.
Judge, this time I call Terrence Perkins.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any statement you make during this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Lower your hand. Go ahead, Markham.
Mr. Perkins, will you state your full name for the record?
Terrence Perkins.
Now, of course, my client, the defendant, Dante Perkins, what is your relationship to him?
His father.
And where do you currently reside?
Oklahoma, Texas.
Now, if the bond is able to be reduced where y'all can bond him out, is that where he would be residing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who else lives at that home?
His mother, his brother, and his sister.
Okay. Now, when it comes to Dante, at the time that since he's been in custody, prior to that, was he employed or working anywhere?
No, sir.
So he had no funds saved up or money saved up for that time? Does he have any type of property or anything that can be used to put bond? Anything for collateral?
No, sir.
So who would be his co-signer or responsible for the bond?
I will be a co-signer and responsible for practice.
Okay. So any funds that would be used for the bond would come from
Yeah.
you and family?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What do you think reasonably you and the family could do as a bond amount?
They're both select. 50.
Both at 50,000?
Yeah.
So it would be a current financial obligation of $100,000.
Yeah, that would be the timing.
Okay. And that's something that you believe you and the family could be able to do?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Perkins, did you assist in bonding Dante Perkins out in 2024 when he was charged with the evading?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And were you aware that he pled to that evading?
No.
Are you aware that while he was?
That's a fact.
Yes, sir.
You're not aware
Which
that are you saying you're not aware that your son pleaded guilty to a cause?
Oh, okay. I didn't understand what she was saying. Said play. Yes, he didn't receive probation for that. Yeah.
Are you aware that while he was out on bond on the evading, before he pled, that first July 5th, 2025 deadly conduct charge where he was firing a weapon in the neighborhood of Euclid Street, were you aware of that offense?
It wasn't right.
Were you aware of what occurred in Rogers Park on March 15th of 2026?
No.
So, and are you aware that both of those events occurred in the middle of the day?
I am aware of that.
So when you talk about somebody normally there to supervise Dante, who was supposed to be supervising him while he's out firing weapons in July of 2025 and March of 2026?
So at that moment, he wasn't staying with us, but if he was released on bond, he would be on an ankle monitor. So that would restrict his movement and confine him to the home.
Who was he staying with?
He kind of back and forth from my house to his friend's house.
Did Dante graduate high school?
Yes, he did.
What year did he graduate high school?
24.
So how can you or his mom ensure that the community is safe from Dante out in the middle of the day firing weapons into our community?
So, like I said, he'll be on an ankle monitor, and if Dante does anything outside the guidelines of his bond, I'll get off the bond. So,
Did you know that Dante possessed guns in the first place?
no,
So you feel that an ankle monitor is going to keep Dante from firing guns into our community more than these 2 times he's already done accused of it?
yes,
But the ankle monitor tells the monitoring company where he is. It doesn't stop him from moving around,
it
correct?
doesn't.
No further questions, Judge?
Mr. Perkins, as far as the, how long would Dante is getting custody?
5 months, something like that.
Okay. Is this the longest confinement he's had?
Yes,
At his age?
yes, it is.
At this, so do you believe that this has definitely been an eye-opening experience for him going through this?
Definitely, I do.
Okay. And do you think that an ankle monitor or additional bond conditions could be a good deterrent for him to help him follow his way?
Yes, I think that would be a great turn.
And just to reiterate, as you as the co-signer on the bond, you have no problem if he doesn't comply getting off the bond, or
No problem at all.
understand that the court would have to do what they have to do
Exactly.
at that moment.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Pass the witness.
You don't think the probation back in 2024 should have been a deterrent?
Yeah, I feel like it should have been,
That didn't work though, did it?
Yeah, it was just, it should have been the term, but at the same time, I think he's been sitting in there for 5 months now. And he really sees the seriousness of his actions at this current moment, you know.
No further questions, Judge.
So are you saying he didn't see the severity of it as he was shooting up a neighborhood and then shoot? I'm speaking. You get a chance to speak. We can't speak over each other. The court is going to ask you some questions so I can clarify this. You don't think he was smart enough to figure out that shooting up a neighborhood was wrong? Thereafter, going to a park, Rogers Park, and shooting up the park.
Yes.
You don't think he couldn't figure that was wrong the first time he did it? Based upon the fact that he had been in trouble in a past experience and had been disciplined. Does he have any learning problems?
Yeah.
So he should have known.
Yes.
He should have been aware. He was 17 and 18 during each of these situations. 17 on or about July 5th of 2025, when the neighborhood was shot up. And then 18 when he is at Rogers Park. And these were incidents that occurred, looks like about a year. One occurred on or about July 5th of 2025 at looks like 6:14 in the evening. And then the Rogers Park incident occurs on Sunday, March 15th. Did you look at that? At the exact same time, 6:14, according to proper counsel.
I did not record.
What are the odds of that? It sounds like there's a time that some people get together, if this is true. What are the odds that at the exact same time, 9 months apart, this town is being shot up? By grace of the good Lord, I think, we didn't have a bunch of deaths here. What bothers this court is the defendant had been held accountable earlier for an offense and was placed on a form of supervision on this evading arrest back in 24, a little less than a year before he starts firing weapons in public. And he was placed on probation for 6 months and that expired. Do you
I
know
believe it was September 10th of 2025, Judge,
that he was placed on probation?
that he was placed on 6 months deferred probation.
So that would have ended in March of
2026,
5.
March of 2026.
Stand by. When was he placed on probation?
September 10th of 2025. It should be on or
Oh,
about that day.
okay. Says that community probation expired 6 months. And if he was placed on probation on 9/10/25, that would have been somewhere about March 10th.
Judge, I show that an order terminating deferred probation was filed in the misdemeanor case on March the 16th of 2026.
Say that again. Say that again, please, so everybody can hear.
Yes, sir. So the dismissal of the misdemeanor deferred probation was filed in the misdemeanor case on March the 16th of 2026. His case expired on March the 9th.
All right. So it expired on March 9th, 26. 6 days later, he's at the park shooting. The following day, his case was formally dismissed. The probation was still warm. It expired, but the order was not signed dismissing it until the day after he's shooting up Rogers Park. That probation must not have been impactful. Didn't take you but a couple of days to continue your violent behavior. Sorry, Marvin, that doesn't help.
Understood.
That's terrible. Your relief you're requesting is flatly denied. He has shown from his history and his lack of appreciation of the seriousness of being held accountable in the first place, that violent behavior is something that he can't prevent himself from committing. So reducing his bond would only put us all in jeopardy and harm's way based upon his lack of appreciation remediation of his conduct in light of the fact that just days after he's finished his probation, he's doing a second set of violent shootings in Rogers Park. This court finds it reprehensible, and you will be held accountable in each of these two cases. The relief you're asking is denied based upon those reasons. I find him to be a threat to the well-being of the community based upon showing these actions and these time periods. That is all.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah.